What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Michael Carrasco. I'm a futures day trader and I post content about my trading journey as well as some tricks that I have picked up along the way. And in today's video, we're going to be going over week 2 and week 3 performance analysis of the prop firm challenge that I'm currently in for the month of October. I'm going to break down essentially a couple things that I have been going on with my trading over the last couple weeks, as well as leave you guys with a live replay of me executing a trade live. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the charts into the screen. That way you guys can see what the last couple weeks been like. I will as well break down a few things that I have been going through psychologically as far as trading. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. We're right here. We're going to go ahead and open it up. We're right here on Project X. Again, this is the platform that Aqua Futures uses for their trading as well as their trading journal. I have been exclusively using this because I haven't been trading my personal accounts as far as trading. But let's take a look. As you guys can see, over the last couple of weeks, week 1 was the worst week of the challenge. We were negative 326, and on the second week we did end up negative. However, we sort of started turning things around with a couple green trades, and then this week has been the best week so far. We are positive for the week. Now, I have only traded 2 days this week due to scheduling issues as far as other things outside of trading. I am planning on hoping to have a full week of trading on week 4 and week 5. Ideally, I want to go ahead and finish the eval this upcoming week and start trading to gain a payout the following week, maybe early November. But so far, against trades have been a little bit, I've been adding a lot more, I guess, trading volume as far as the amount of trades that I have been taking throughout the day. For example, on Tuesday, now this is a combination of both overnight and New York session trading. So you guys can see, for example, Tuesdays, the last week I put in 5 trades. This week, 5 trades as well. And then this week, as far as Thursday, I only placed 1 trade. I was actually looking for a second execution, but I decided that I kind of stopped myself. You know what? We green for the day. Let's go ahead and stop it here. And I went ahead and enjoyed the rest of my day, which sometimes is the best thing that you guys can do. Now, a couple things that have been going on with me throughout this challenge is I got, I wouldn't say hurt, but more frustrated with the performance the first 2 weeks, that I had to take a break on Monday. That was the reason I didn't trade on Monday. Went back on Tuesday. Again, traded Monday at night, so the overnight session that counts towards Tuesday's performance review or statistics. So a few trades, a couple winners, a couple losses, and then another winner during the New Year's session that covered the rest of our losses. Wednesday did not trade, and then on Thursday, funny enough, I was honestly not really thinking about trading on Thursday, but I decided, opened the charts, looked at the market. I was looking for a specific setup that it ended up happening, and it happened. That's the trade that I'm going to leave you guys with a replay at the end. That way you guys can see exactly what I saw in the market that made me jump into that trade. I don't like really going back and then going here, okay, this is what this is why I took the trade. This is what I was looking at. I'd rather you guys see the live, real time, me making this decision to jump on the trade. So I will leave that at the end here. Now, statistics for the account have been better. If we look at from when we started the challenge to today, Winning percentage 30%, so that has been going up. Overall total P&L, we are still at minus 159, minus 160. So we still got some work to do. We got to make up about $160, and then everything else. We're hoping to have a very good week this week. But that's pretty much it for this past 2 weeks. Again, last week number 2 was a little bit like I was off. I wasn't feeling it. I was trying to get back in the groove of my strategy. And I think as far as the first week, I felt a lot of the rust of me not trading for about, technically 3 weeks to a month without really trading consistently. And that was definitely showing. I was taking setups I should have not been taking. We sort of fixed those issues that I was having psychologically on week 2. And then week 3, we're starting to bounce back. So I'm expecting the next couple weeks to be very good weeks. Again, by the 24th, I'm trying to essentially pass this eval. As of right now, I have to make up 1,660 to be able to hit the evaluation profit target. And in the following week, we're working towards the payout. That's the goal. The whole goal for this little challenge that I'm doing is getting a payout by the end of the month. But yeah, that was pretty much it as far as the recap for the performance that we've been having in this account so far. We are going to go ahead and transition into the replay of one of the trades that I took this week. Hope you guys enjoy. Again, if you like that type of style or this type of format when it comes to the videos, let me know. Or if you have any ideas of the type of content that you guys want to see here, again, let me know in the comment section below. Also, leave something positive in the comment section, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. Peace. All right, guys, what is happening? So we are back. Today is Thursday. I did not trade yesterday. I only traded so far this week on Tuesday. I just has had a lot going on lately outside of the markets, outside of trading. But we're back today. A little late into the session. I do still have a full-time job, so I had a meeting today that I had to take care of. Went and did that, and we are back. So just to go over what I guess the changes I've been making in my strategy. I've been trading more using the profiles. As you guys can see right here, we have the overnight profile here with the value area highlighted here. Value area high right here in this blue color, value area low right here in the blue color, and then POC as well right here. Now we're using that in confluence with the developing profile for the New York session. So you guys can see we just broke outside of the value area high. This could be a good trade long. However, I am waiting to see what price does once we hit yesterday's value area high and we touch this supply zone. So you guys can see we already tested a 1, fell below it, hit the POC right down here for the session so far. But I want to see what price does once we are hit up here. I could, in theory, take this for a quick, let's say 40s for a quick 7 points, get some profits out of that. But I don't want to just be jumping in trades in and out without any reason, although this looks like it could be a good trade. Looking at the heat map, we do have a large order sitting right here at 745s, which is right below yesterday's value area high. Then if we can get our MBO orders working, that would be great. One tower, if you're watching this, issue that I've been having lately is that I have to go in here, hit solid, and then switch it back to MBO. So my MBO orders actually show. Not a big deal, but I would love to not have to do those extra steps. Now, if we're looking here at the footprint chart, I have my imbalance charts right here. So it shows me, highlights imbalances zones like right here, right here. So it highlights those for me. I have the profile and delta bars down here. And then right here on the statistics, I'm just looking at the overall delta for that range, max delta and minimum delta. I try to keep it as simple as possible. I don't want to overcomplicate things. And what these are essentially, these are array or aggregated in a 4-point range. So it's giving me 4 points within each bar. And this essentially reduces the whole time-based volume analysis. Instead, I'm looking at per level analysis. So let's say if we are ranging in a 4-point range for over 20 minutes, this bar, a new bar, won't be created until we leave that range. Like for example, right here, and then once we leave that range, a new bubble starts and it highlights a 4-point range. Well, that's what they are. On the right side, I have my delta profile. So it shows me delta at each level. As you guys can see, this is an outlier. 742s, we have a high delta. However, one thing that I can see is that we have not broken above that. We did try to, a lot of positive delta, but not a lot of momentum. So that this could be a sign that we potentially could have a passive seller sitting here, causing essentially blocking price from going higher. So that could be it. Again, volume, if we compare volume, this zone 5,000. So volume range, pretty explainable. We don't have to go too deep into that. However, I will bring that down a little bit just so I have more room. Okay. All right, so this could be a setup right here. So we went outside the range, the value area high, and then we came back into balance. Another thing that we look in here, we have the 15-minute opening range. That's what this pinkish, orangey, reddish looking lines are. I'm liking this for a potential trade to the downside. And if we're looking at the heat map, we do have a large order here at the 40s, about 900 contracts. Okay, that just got tagged. Let's see how we're gonna react. Okay. So 458 contracts got hit. All right, we have 1,000 more there coming in. 500. There you go. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this short. We have 2 sets of order right there, totaling over 900 contracts. So we're gonna take this short. I'm liking that short entry. Price right. There you go. 2 contracts short here. We're targeting. We're going to target right down here at the 25s. That was a beautiful entry. Beautiful entry. I do want to see a push through VWAP down here. We could even target yesterday's point of control, see if we make it down there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trail this. So we got in at the 40s, targeting 15s. Right now we're at the session's point of control. I do want to see a strong push through that. If not, we're closing this out in profits. All right, we're gonna reduce the risk a little bit. We're going to break even right here. Beautiful. So we just broke below the value area high, below opening 15-minute opening range. We just want to see a strong follow through below the 15-minute opening range. There you go. Perfect. Now looking at the footprint chart, again, this is my imbalance footprint chart. We do see a buying imbalance right here. I want to see how price reacts through that as well. But so right now we're gonna reduce some of the risk. We're gonna put our stop right here at the point of control. Then we're getting ready to be tagged as far as our take profit. So let's draw this up that way you guys can see what that trade look like. Our risk was right there at the 40s. All right, we need a strong push here. We're almost at take profit. We're about 4 points away. We literally came within like 3 ticks. Perfect. So we hit take profit there. Beautiful trade, beautifully executed. We took no drawdown whatsoever. That was about $220 with a 2 micro contracts. Again, let's break down the trade again. We broke below the developing session value area high. Strong buying momentum. We saw on the order flow large selling momentum by seeing large orders in the order flow. We took the short. Initial target was at the 25s, at the 67.25, which is the 15-minute opening range low. However, realizing what we have below here, which was yesterday's point of control at 67.15 and 3/4, that was an actual better target. So you guys can see it took us not even 15 minutes to get that. Price was playing with us around here. Now, why yesterday's point of control was a better target? It's a place where we were most likely to go based on the momentum. Now, usually what I've been studying or going over more as far as my targets is using places where price is more likely to hit. Overall, this was a great trade. Again, we risked roughly about $30, made $220. So good trade. Maybe we're looking for the next setup, but for me, if we don't find another setup, this will be a great way to end the session.